Still speaking on this subject, I feel it's almost like, let me give an instance of when you sow a seed. When you sow a seed on a fertile ground, you get good fruits, right? And then when you sow on an unfertile ground, of course, the result is the case. Now, isn't the practice of such, applicable to this? If you're practicing this principle, it's almost like, you sowing a seed, So don't you think, we then should be careful where we're planting these seeds, just so, they are fruitful?
All grounds are fertile. All spiritual grounds are fertile.
All grounds are
so
fertile.
to speak, not okay. Let me retrieve that. Not exactly that way. All grounds can be made fertile.
Okay.
So the manure or the fertilizer that you need to apply to make that ground fertile is in your hands. So just apply that manure, make it fertile, and then whatever you sow on it would blossom. What is that manure? Love. So all these other parts of the teachings will be about how do we make use of this powerful force, this phenomenal force that is so important in our businesses, in our relationships, so that whatever we sow, even in our finances, we can reap bountifully. How do we make use of love as manure on this ground? So love is it. Love. Anything that you do, you will prosper, provided that doing is not based on self, but based, what's the opposite of self? Love, but based on love.
Okay.
You will prosper. Prosper means it will come back to you with bountiful harvest. All right? So every ground that you have, just go ahead in faith and plant on it. But before you plant on it, make sure you first of all add manure. Or maybe even after you plant, because like we said, spiritual seeds do not die. Even after you plant, if it's not germinated, go and apply manure, it will germinate. And all other seeds that were apparently dead, all of them will germinate. Apply manure, and then apply water. Okay, your manure is not different from whatever you need to apply to that ground to make it fertile. They've all been mixed together. All the water, all the manure, whatever you need to. Even if you have to plant, to put organisms, as in tiny microorganisms that would do all the chemistry that will release in the ground. Everything has already been mixed together in love, and that love you already have it. Pour it there, and then love. So how do I now begin to see things differently from I want this, which is selfish, and therefore now you know why people can pray for years and the prayers will not be answered because it is selfish prayer. So how do you now begin to change it from I want this to say the same prayer, and therefore maybe no need even to say it verbally, to it's not now about me, but for love, use me to do this. And this same prayer, because you are now no longer saying it from here, but saying it from a different perspective, now becomes a good prayer that now deserves answer, instead of a selfish prayer that does not even deserve answer. So all grants are given to you, plants. It's up to you whether it's up to the person that is planting, whether that ground will be fertile for him or not. Because the same ground on which you plant may be fertile for one person that is planting out of love, and unfertile for somebody else who is planting out of selfishness.
Okay.
So this is why you do the same things and you are flourishing. Flourishing is the highest level of prosperity. And then You do one thing, you are flourishing, and I look at you, I copy you, I do the same thing. I'm not flourishing. I'm not even comfortable because I'm copying only the part that I see above the ground. What about your root? Do I know how deep your root is? That's why we have deep answer. Deep answer, the acronym is going deeper to go higher. That's our logo. Deeper in your root to go higher in your tree and in your trunk. So you are going higher and higher and higher, you are bearing fruit. And people are just seeing this higher part of it. But you needed to first of all go deeper. And this is the deep that we are discussing at deeper. How do you go deep? Even if nothing is coming up upstairs and nobody is seeing any tree or anything,